What's up everyone, Jammy here back again with some more WWE Champions, and today's video we are going to mix things up from my usual schedule, and I'm actually going to go back to doing a skill plate review. So I haven't done one of these for around about a year from time of recording. I think it was the end of May last year, start of April, that I released a couple of these. I did one on the Will of Cargill, and I also did one on the Let Me Talk to You skill plate. And obviously I had plans to try and do some more, but it just kind of never really materialized for me. But it's definitely, I think, going to be worth trying to get back to it, as we have had a hell of a lot of skill plates released in between then and now. So we've got plenty of content to make from that. So, today's one, to start us off, we are going to get on to the Bloodsucker plate in the middle of the screen. So, the Bloodsucker was a basic plate, and it was one of 8 released for the 8th anniversary. And we are going to give it a look over today and see who it is useful for. So the plate itself, when you make 8 or more leech gems, you make 8 random gems into multiple gems of strength 8. Obviously all the 8s for the 8th anniversary. So plan today, we are going to hop across into the roster, and I have a few people to quickly take a look at, and we can show off why this plate is going to be useful for them. Okay, so first option for the Bloodsucker skill plate is gonna be Steve Austin 316. This one is especially good if, like me, you have all of his gears, including the new Nurse Steve gear, which, as you can see, gives us a 100% boost to yellow gems. And the reason that is additionally useful is for these 2 yellow moves here. So obviously we have the leapfrog body guillotine. So you deal damage and you make 25 random gems into leech gems of very good strength. And obviously once you hit that move, you would also get the 8 multiplies. And then you are going to make 39 currently random gems into yellows, which goes up to 40 at level 19. So that hopefully is going to break most of, if not the complete board, depending how many yellows you have there, and with some luck that will break all of your leech gems as well as all of the multiplies. And then your third move, if you wanted, you have the option, there's a 1 MP pointed elbow drop, which gives you the opportunity to steal yellow MP from your opponent. Or if you just want to be annoying, there is also the Luthez press just here, where you can steal 9 black moves from your opponent if they have black moves instead and you just want to be annoying. So yeah, that's definitely a very good option for Austin 316. Like I said, if you have all 3 gears as well, that will then give you the additional 100% boost to your yellow gems as well. So that is a very good start, I think, for option number 1. So let's move on to the second. And option number 2 then is going to be Zombie Bret Hart, the best there was. So Bret, if we jump into the moveset here, we have a very nice tricolor setup. So the pendulum backbiter, you're going to set up 1/6 area of 2-turn juggernaut gems, which are going to increase your black gem damage, and at the end make 10 random black gems into countdowns. So that's going to be, assuming you keep all of them, that's 60 black gems, which means the whole board. Obviously, second move, this is going to set off our plate is a snapbone suplex, so you're making 32 leech gems, and at max they are over 500,000 a piece. And then finally is your pile driver, which is going to decrease the juggernaut gems by 2, so setting it off. And obviously once these leech gems are out, you've got your multiplies, the finisher will set off the juggernaut gems and turn the entire board into black gems, which means that the entire board of leeches and multiplies will go boom. So, yep, definitely a very, very good second option there as well with Zombie Brett. And if you happen, unlike me, to have his gear as well, that is then an additional 100% damage to black gems as well. So, yep, definitely a very good second option as well. So, on to the third. Okay, so option number 3, and we're going for Tiffany Stratton Tiffy time, but I admit I'm putting this one in without prior knowledge that this actually works. So if anyone does actually have this plate, because I don't myself, then it would be great if someone could just drop a comment in and confirm this works or not. But we are going for Tiffy's triple blue setup. So you have the 6x1 of Snowfall gems, which when broken make leech gems. You have the 6x1 of blue gems, which you'll use to break the snowfalls. And then hopefully once you break that and it creates those leeches, my assumption is that it will then create the multiplies from the plate. And then you've got the prettiest moonsault ever, which is a 6x6 area to swap into blue gems. And obviously you'd be looking to try and cover that over with as many of the multis as you can, while also picking up a bunch of the leech gems. So I think that would work. But obviously, as I said, without the plate, I cannot confirm by gameplay myself. So if someone has this plate and has tried it, please by all means drop me a comment in below and let me know that it definitely works. But I mean, aside from that, obviously Tiffy also has 2 gears, which if you have even one of them, that's a 100% boost to your blue gems as well. And if you have both, which I don't with her wedding gear, then that is also a 5 MP boost to all starting MP. So very, very useful gears to have as well. So yeah, that is option number 3, which hopefully works, but that is Tiffy. And on to number 4. Right, option number 4 is going to be one of the more recently revamped characters, and it's going to be Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza. So Eddie, if we go into his moveset, has this moveset here. This is what I generally prefer to use after they revamped him anyway. So the eye rake makes you choose 2 columns to make into leech gems. You have the high-low to increase your purple MP by 10. And then the Frog Splash turns the entire board into green gems. So obviously the Eye Rake will make your leeches and then your multiplies. And then your Frog Splash turns the entire board to green. Eddie does also have a gear, but it's only 3 MP to your purple, which could be useful. But probably not for this when you've got the high-low. That's going to be fully charging your finisher anyway. So, yeah, gear not really applicable with Eddie, but definitely a very useful plate for him to chuck some extra damage in as well. So, that's option number 4. We have 2 more to do, so let's get into number 5. Right, so 5th option, and we are going to move to Hall of Fame Tori Wilson. Now this is going to be another one which, a bit like Tiffy Stratton, I need confirmation this actually works, because I'm assuming it does. But we're setting up the Flowing DDT, so you make a 5x1 into Pyros, which make Leech Gems, and then you choose 5 to make red, which you would use to break the Pyros. Obviously I'm running on the assumption that when you make those Pyros that it then sets off the plate. And once again, someone confirming would be brilliant if possible. Second move, the Diving Crossbody, you do damage per Leech Gem. And the Luthez Press, you choose a 5x5 area to swap into blue gems. And same situation as with Tiffy, you would be looking to break as many of the multiplies and Leech Gems as you can. Admittedly, with Tori, this may not necessarily be her best moveset, as especially if you have her gear. The double boost for gear gives you a 200% boost to your Silence Gems, which would probably lean more into your purple setup. But yeah, definitely a useful moveset for Tori, and certainly one that, assuming the plate goes off when you create the leeches from the pyros, will definitely be useful. So that's option number 5 in Tori Wilson, and we have one more to look at. Okay, final option then for the video, and we're going to take a look at our Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy. So Roxanne has potentially 2 setups, but this is going to be the dominant one. The Super Frankensteiner, choose a 6x1 area of snowfalls, which will make black gems when broken. The back handspring Senton makes 23 random gems into leech gems. And the Pop Rocks, which will choose a 2x7 into blue, sorry, a 7x2 area into blue gems. So obviously the Frankensteiner layout, you would hit the Senton, make the leech gems, which will set off the plate, and then the Pop Rocks will be used to break the snowfall gems, and the blacks dropped from it will break the rest of the board. So that works nicely for this plate with Roxanne. But what we also have is this submission here to take it to triple black, which will only really be useful during Faction Boss, because for those who aren't aware, these plates will work with with special gems generated for submissions, but it only works during Faction Boss. If you try it during a different game mode, it will not work. So on the basis that Scopely ever actually let us use skill plates during Faction Boss again, then this would also come in handy. But I think for the most part, certainly the back handspring Senton is going to be the better setup for Roxanne. So that is our 6th and final option for this video. So I appreciate everybody watching, and obviously, by all means, if there is anyone that you can think is an obvious standout, then by all means drop me a comment down below and let me know. And otherwise, guys, I appreciate everybody watching, so please like, share and subscribe, all of the good stuff, and keep jamming, and have a nice day.